That's one of the areas where I feel like my experience is a little bit unique. So I had to wait a year to be able to serve. I was planning on serving after my freshman year of college back in 2014. However, I had mental illness issues get in the way, and they prevented me from being able to serve right away. And so I got a neat little letter from the missionary department, and it wasn't a call letter like a lot of people get. It was a letter saying, okay, like, you aren't stable right now, you need to do some things to get stable. Go through therapy, get yourself on medication, and after you're on medication, we'll talk, like 3 to 6 months after. And so I went through therapy, got myself on medication, and I worked really, really hard, and I feel like the missionary preparation, my experience, was what helped me to be able to get through my mission and to be an effective missionary. Had I gone out when I wanted to and when I planned to, my mission wouldn't have been nearly as good as it could have been. So that was kind of my experience. So going through therapy, I mean, I had to learn a lot of things. I struggle with anxiety, and so on a mission, it's very anxious. You're always anxious. Everybody's high-strung because you're in homes where you're telling people to repent, and that's obviously not a comfortable experience. So they're uncomfortable, and you're uncomfortable because you've got chemical issues going on. And so it just wouldn't have been a good environment for me. But in therapy, I learned a lot about agency and how to control my state of being, and learning how much I can control as a son of God, and that we've been given this beautiful gift of agency that allows us to be able to become the people that we're meant to be. It actually, like, came through my stake president. So, like, when he gave me the call and he's like, hey, like, I need to see you, like, I knew what was up. I knew that there was going to be some sort of hitch. My application process itself took about 3 months because there was little things that just kept on going wrong. And so I was like, okay, like, this is just another hitch. So by the time I was told to wait about a year, I was like, okay, like, this is fine. And so as far as how I felt, I mean, by the time I got to that point, I was like, okay, like, let's just get this done. My parents were really devastated because they expected that I'd be going out. But as for myself, I was like, you know, okay, like, I'll just do what I need to do to get myself stable, because that was most important to me. I knew that for me, being a missionary was not the way that I was meant to serve God. It was getting myself healthy, and the preparation is what God needed me to do instead of doing the actual thing. There were a lot of times that I definitely didn't feel that way, and I thought that, to be honest, I almost felt like I was being marginalized in a lot of ways, because I'd seen a lot of other people who struggled with mental illness who were judged by members and leaders of the church, and I felt like I was one of those people. But looking back on the experience, while there are some things that I'm still a little bit frustrated about, I feel like overall, God was there to take care of me. And that's all he wanted to do. You know, it's important for us to serve, but we also need to let God do his part, which is helping us to grow. And that's really what that experience was all about, was helping me to grow. And I feel like that was a strong feeling throughout the experience, that I knew I was growing. And it wasn't always comfortable. Sometimes I would come out of therapy appointments or away from doctor's appointments feeling really, really terrible, and just wondering if I would ever be able to succeed and ever be able to make it onto the mission. But there were also some days when I was walking home, because I took the bus down to therapy every week, and on my way back home I'd be thinking to myself, you know, that was a really good appointment. I really, really needed to hear that. There was one particular time when we were talking about agency and talking about the fact that we can control things, and just how much we have influence over, and that really hit me hard. The fact that we have control over our destinies, and doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy to control things, but we can. And it was very empowering to know that there are things that I can change.